Welcome to Global Virtual School students. This is your chemistry first year class. I am Dr. Bano, and we are on chapter number 2, atomic structure, and the today's topic for discussion is defects of Bohr's atomic model. And previously we have studied the Bohr's atomic model, its application, and this lecture is also continuity of the Bohr's atomic model, but in this we will discuss the limitations. Now you can say the defects of the Bohr's atomic model, and limitation means students is it applicable to universal or all other things, or it is limited to some point. So these are basically defects, are some things which can't be explained by this atomic model, that is called the defects of that model. Students, I will just recall you about the postulates of the Bohr atomic model, and then we calculated the expression. Actually we did not calculate it, we understand the expression that was derived by Bohr's for calculation of radius, energy, frequency and wave number of the electron. So keeping in that mind, we will discuss the defects of Bohr's atomic model one by one. First, its defect is Bohr's atomic model is applicable to one electron system. One electron system, or you can say mono-electron system. I already explained you in previous lectures that, like hydrogen, it is one electron system. Helium ion, it has one electron because it's ion. Lithium 2 plus ion, it also has one electron. So this is called mono-electron system. And this Bohr's model is applicable to mono-electron system, and that cannot explain the origin of spectrum of multi-electron, or you can say polyelectronic system like helium. In this case, helium neutral, lithium neutral, beryllium neutral. Helium, this neutral, has 2 electrons, lithium 3, beryllium 4 electrons. So Bohr's atomic model is only applicable, it's limited to mono-electron system. And this spectrum of I will discuss you what is the spectrum in upcoming slides and also in the next lecture. Its spectrum, its second defect is when a spectrum of hydrogen gas. Spectrum basically, students, is the visual display of light that's split into different wavelengths light and with different colors. Of hydrogen gas is seen through a powerful spectrometer. The origin of spectral lines are replaced by several very fine lines. Further they split further into many lines. That is combination. One line that's seen is that actually in the presence of powerful spectrometer, that seems a combination of lot of very thin lines. That is, original lines are divided into other fine lines, and Bohr's theory cannot explain this fine structure. Bohr could not answer why this is a fine structure in the presence of a high spectrometer. In the absence of spectrometer, the spectrum shows a single line, but when we see this in the presence of high resolving power spectrometer, then there is further splitting of the line that was not explained by the Bohr's atomic model. Its third postulate is like Bohr suggested a circular orbit of electron around the nucleus of hydrogen atom. He told that in hydrogen atom, electron just revolve in a circular path like this one. This is the electron, it is revolving just on a circular path. If electron is here, it is revolving on this path. But actually we know now that electrons do not revolve in a single path, but they revolve in 3-dimensional in space like this one. This is the nucleus, and electron is moving on x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. On all possible axes electron is moving. So this is also the defect of Bohr's atomic model. The fourth one is Bohr's theory cannot explain the effect of magnetic or electric field. First you have to understand what is the effect of magnetic and electric field. When on hydrogen spectrum electric field is applied or magnetic field is applied, there is further splitting of the lines. Let me say if you apply the magnetic field. This was by Zeeman scientists, and that's why this is called Zeeman effect. The splitting of spectral lines of hydrogen spectrum under the influence of magnetic field. Remember, under the influence of magnetic field, those spectral lines further split into spectral lines further, like in the previous I told you, like they divided into further fine lines. This effect is called Zeeman effect, and this was not explained by Bohr's atomic model. And the Stark effect by Stark scientists told that splitting of spectral lines of hydrogen spectrum under the influence of electric field. In Zeeman, it was under the influence of magnetic field. In Stark effect, it is under the influence of electric field. So this splitting of the lines, this was not explained. So Zeeman effect and Stark effect, this was not explained by Bohr's atomic model. So the question can be asked, point out the defects of Bohr's atomic model. Usually this is long response question. You have to write all the 4 defects of Bohr's atomic model. But you can be asked about the what is Zeeman effect and what is Stark effect. Then you have to define both Zeeman effect, Stark effect. These are short response question, and even you can be asked what is difference, compare Zeeman effect and Stark effect. Then you have to just define separately. So this was all about the limitations or defects of Bohr's atomic model. Our next topic will be spectrum, its type, and hydrogen spectrum. And in this topic we will see how the limitations or defects of Bohr's model can be explained. Few of the defects of Bohr's model will be explained by this hydrogen spectrum.